Hey, my name is Pierce, and this is my alopecia story. I'm making this video to raise awareness about alopecia. A lot of people don't know what it is. I'm also going to share my story, and hopefully I can help somebody else out with alopecia. Alopecia is an autoimmune disease. I don't really like calling it disease because there's nothing wrong with me. I just don't grow hair. Your immune system mistakenly attacks your hair follicles. No one knows why this happens. Alopecia is not prejudiced. Male, female, 2 years old, 94 years old, ethnic background, small, tall, fat, skinny, athletic, unathletic, you can get it. There are 3 types of alopecia. There's alopecia areata, where you might have a spot right here missing, a spot right there, but only spots missing. There's alopecia totalis, where your head hair is all gone. And there's alopecia universalis, the rarest form of alopecia. 1 in a million people have it, and that's what I have. My mom always said I was special. When I was in 1st grade, I got alopecia areata. I just had 1 patch right here and 1 patch right there, but that's all that was missing. And I only had it for about 6 months. It wasn't that bad at all. It grew back. And then fast forward, 3.5 years ago, that's when all my hair fell out. I was going into my sophomore year of college, and I was very self-conscious, and I wore a hat all the time. I tried to hide it. I did all I could. Having alopecia, it's lonely because you're the only one out there. There's not many people that they're just completely bald unless you shave it. But when I was in school, there was no one else. I was very self-conscious, didn't have a lot of self-esteem. Eventually, it all became a little bit overwhelming, so I took a semester off of school, and I tried everything. I tried cortisone cream, topical solutions. I did steroid cream on my head. At that time, I really wanted my hair back. I did steroid injections where they would just put about 50 needles in my head, steroid. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. And I tried this for about 9 months. It was a pain in the butt. So I finally just said, I'm done. I'm done trying. I am who I am. I was really tired of hiding it. I just wanted to be free. The main reason I wore a hat, and I think the main reason a lot of people hide, this disease, is because they want to make others feel comfortable around them. And I came to a point where, well, I realized, why do I need to make others feel comfortable? Because I have alopecia. I can't help it. And then one day I decided not to wear a hat anymore. Just go out in public 24/7 as myself, as I am now. And nothing happened. I didn't get struck by lightning. No one came up to me and punched me. No one even said anything to me. It's just I had all these fears of what other people were going to think, what they were going to say, what they were going to do. When I wore a hat, I wasn't being true to myself. I wasn't being who I was. I was angry. I was bitter. The day I decided not to wear a hat anymore, 1,000 pounds lifted off my shoulders. I could be myself again. People respect and appreciate people for being themselves. I hear a lot of stories about people getting bullied for having alopecia, which is horrible and I never want to see. And if I do see it, I'm going to stop it. I didn't particularly get bullied. I think because I was in college and people were a little more mature. But I sure got some nasty comments. People would say some uncalled for things. But those people are just uninformed. They don't know. They don't know any better. And that's why I'm making this video. To get people informed. To show people just because you're bald doesn't mean you have cancer. And that's probably the first thing that pops up in somebody's mind. Oh, bald, therefore he has cancer. There is no correlation between alopecia and cancer. There's just not. I make jokes with my friends all the time about the lack of my hair. I mean, it breaks the ice. It makes everybody feel comfortable. And also makes them feel comfortable to come up to me and ask questions. I would rather you come up and ask me a question than to stare at me or assume something. Assume that I have cancer. Assume this or assume that. I'll answer your question. This time in my life, I'm very happy. I have a job. I just graduated this past May. I mean, alopecia, all it is you don't have hair. I've had my ups and downs throughout this experience. It was hard at first, very hard, and I was at rock bottom. Nowadays, I sometimes forget that I have alopecia. It's just not on my mind like it used to be. Think about what other people are thinking about like I used to. I'm happy at the moment because I am myself. When I was wearing a hat, when I was trying to hide it up, I wasn't being myself. If you're having a hard time coping with alopecia, I would recommend you find somebody that has it. That's what I did when I took my semester off. I met with a couple people that had alopecia just like me. And I was like, oh wait, there are people like me. I'm not as alone as I think I am. That will really help you out. If you could take just one thing away from this video is you matter. You matter just like everyone else. It's just us alopecians, we don't have hair. That's the only thing that sets us apart. We don't have hair. So what? So what if we don't have hair? Us alopecians, we breathe, eat, and sleep just like everyone else. It's just we are quicker to dry off after a shower. And lots of other perks. Lots of other perks. No haircuts. I've saved a lot of money on haircuts. Probably over the past 4 years, several $100s. It's in the down moments where the growth takes place. You learn a lot about yourself when you're down and out. I learned a lot about myself when I was down. I learned who I was, what I wanted to be. You learn how to overcome adversity. One of my favorite quotes is, adversity is part of life. It cannot be changed, but what can change is how you react to it. And I think all alopecians face adversity. They really do. But how are you going to react to it? If you can look up, get up, and stay up. Alopecia power. Hey guys, I'm new to the scene of making videos. As you can tell, my lighting's probably horrible. I will get better because I plan on making a video weekly. Just talking about alopecia, just motivating people, letting people know what it is. And I appreciate you guys watching. I don't know, what do you do? Subscribe or like, this and that. My information's in the bio, and I hope my story gets out there and I can help others.